Good afternoon, cricket lovers from all over the world. I welcome you all to the Sharjah Cricket Stadium for the last day of the league round matches of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. Match number 40 is what we are about to witness. It's going to be the high-flying Emirates Blues versus the top of the table, Fujairah. So it's a clash between the table toppers as we get into the last day of the league matches. Not just one, but we've got 3 games scheduled for today. Emirates Blues taking on Fujairah. That's match number 40. Match number 41 is going to be Sharjah taking on Ajman, and Emirates Blues will play their last league game against the Emirates Reds. That's match number 42. That starts at 10 p.m. local time. So a lot at stake, especially for Sharjah and Ajman. We'll have a look and a closer look and dissect the points table in a bit. But right now, it's time for us to find out what the conditions have to tell us. So let's quickly head down to the center. We've got Mudassir Ali on standby.
As the sun setting over Sharjah, we are geared up for another thrilling triple header evening here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And throughout the tournament, the pitch played like a belter. Hard, flat, full of runs, keeping the batters happy. But let's not forget the bowlers. They have used the variations cleverly to stay in the contest despite tough conditions. And last evening, we have seen some assistance for the spinners, especially under the lights. So they will be in the game again. And let's talk about the dimensions. If you're batting from this end, which is opposite to the Bukhati end, the leg side boundary is slightly shorter and the offside measures 62 meters, and you expect plenty of runs from the batters. So we are in for an exciting day of cricket here in D10.
Thank you, Mudassir. So that was the conditions, and he says that it's going to be a belter of a track, and it's historically been that way. Points table. Well, it has shifted a bit in terms of the middle of the points table. Sharjah, Abu Dhabi have come up through the ranks, and clearly there's a divide between the top 4 and the bottom 3, and these 4 will most likely qualify into the semi-finals. Fujairah at the top, tied with Emirates Blues. This is the game at hand as well. So one of these teams is definitely going to top the table. And so that is why this is such an important game for both these two teams. Fujairah playing the last league game. Emirates Blues have 2 more games to go in this series. So Sharjah is at number 3 and Abu Dhabi at number 4, tied again with the points table. But Sharjah has a better net run rate, and they've still got 1 more game to go. So a lot at stake for Ajman, because they too are at number 5, Dubai at 6, and Emirates Reds at 7. So even now, if Ajman win this game that they are scheduled to be played later today, it won't make a difference in their standings. So we've got 4 teams for the semi-finals. So we are looking forward to this exciting encounter as well. Let's quickly head down to the center and focus on the game at hand. We've got the 2 captains alongside our match referee with Ahmed Khwaja for the toss.
Toss time for match number 40 of the 76 Presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. I have the main characters alongside me here in the middle. Leading team Emirates Blues, of course, we have Nasir Faraz. Leading team Fujairah, we have Mayank Chaudhary. And of course, our esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, is going to be Blues to flip, Fujairah to call. Tails is the call. Nasir Faraz and Emirates Blues. मुबारक को टॉस जीत गए, क्या फैसला किया?
बॉलिंग करेंगे क्योंकि चेज़ हमारी बैटिंग स्ट्रेंथ है। इस बार बैटिंग डाली है, काफ़ी लड़कों को रेस्ट दिया, तो ये रीज़न है बॉलिंग करने का।
मैं यही आपसे सवाल करने वाला था कि तजुर्बे करेंगे, क्या चेंजेस किए हैं टीम में?
एक यंग लड़का खिलाया, कासिम को आज पूरा मौका देंगे, तो इसलिए पहले बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं।
सेफ स्कोर क्या होगा रिस्ट्रिक्ट करने के लिए?
100 के अंडर जो भी है 10 ओवर में, तो चेजेबल है।
बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
थैंक यू।
मयंक, अनफॉर्चुनेटली टॉस हार गए, अगर आप टॉस जीते तो क्या करते?
हम भी चेस करने जाते हैं।
चलिए, बैटिंग आ गई पहली, तो क्या सेफ स्कोर होगा इधर?
बैटिंग आ गई, जितना बनाओ उतना कम है, बट टारगेट करेंगे 120 से ऊपर ही बनाए, तो इनको रोक देंगे हम।
कप्तानी का रोल कैसे एंजॉय कर रहे हैं?
कप्तानी का रोल बस अच्छा चल रहा है, सही मजा आ रहा है खेलते
यानी मिक्स्ड बैग है, कभी इधर कभी उधर.
कभी उधर कभी इधर. हाँ जी,
टीम में चेंजेस?
सेम टीम है.
Best of luck. Right then, news from the center. Emirates Blues have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
That's the news then. Emirates Blues have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Fujairah versus Emirates Blues. That's the playing 11 for both the teams. Aryan Saxena, Falak Noor, Hafiz Rahman, Harshit Kaushik, Keshav Sharma, Mayank Chaudhary, Mohit Kalyan, Nabil Aziz, Rohit Rathi, Sabir Rao and Sanjay Pahel. So I don't think there are any changes in that playing 11 for Fujairah. And on the other hand, Emirates Blues, they've got Ahmed Tariq, Ajay Kumar, Ghulam Murtaza, Kamran Atta, Mohammad Asif, Mohammad Qasim, Mohammad Uzair Khan, Nasir Faraz, Rashid Habib, Safir Tariq and Shehbaz Ali. Just the right time to introduce my partner in the comm box. My name is Shoaib and with me is Mohammad Rashid.
Good evening, Shoaib. Good evening, viewers. Yes, thank you very much. It's an important game, like you mentioned. And before that, let's get down to who's had the most runs in the tournament. Mayank Chaudhary, the captain of Fujairah, leading the roost. 348 runs in 11 matches for him. Look at that average, just under 35 and a healthy strike rate of 193 as well, a high score of 58. So it's good numbers these for the Fujairah captain, and that is why Fujairah has been doing so well. Closely behind him, Rohan Mustafa from Abu Dhabi at 313. We'll see them in the semi-finals. Ronak Manoli from Dubai, well, they have exited the tournament, Dubai, yesterday. 307 runs for him. Mohit Kalyan, again from Fujairah, another batter, 269 runs in 11 matches for him. And at the bottom of the table is Ansh Tandon. So not a lot of Fujairah boys there, a couple of them, and Ronak Panoli and Ansh Tandon from Dubai and Ajman respectively are out of the tournament. So opportunity this for Mayank Chaudhary to make it count even better, even further, and better his runs in the tournament.
And a quick look at the bowlers as well and how they've performed in this edition of the Emirates D10. Abdul Ghaffar is at the top with 13 wickets to his name. Ibrahim Masood closely following him from Team Sharjah. He's still got one more game to go. And he's at number 2. Mohammad Irfan at number 3. Ajay Kumar from Emirates Blues, we'll see him in action in just a bit, is at number 4 with 10 wickets. And Haider Razak is at number 5 with 10 wickets as well.
So it's not just the batters that have dominated in this edition of the D10. The bowlers have done well too. And I think it's been a good track for both the bowlers and the batters. If you bowl in the right areas, you do get some purchase. We saw yesterday the spinners picking up most of the wickets in the 3 games we witnessed yesterday. And today as well, it's going to be another day where bowlers can make a difference, especially in this first game where it is a little hard, the surface is a little hard, lights are not on, the ball doesn't really come onto the bat, and there is some spin on offer as well.
Yeah, it's a good toss to win, I think, for Emirates Blues, because they'd definitely want to bat second, where the wicket just settles down a bit. In the first game, the wicket is a little fresh, and it is a belter of a track, but it gets even better as the day progresses. The 2 openers out in the middle for Fujairah, Mayank Kumar and Mohit. Both of them have been, or rather are in the top 5 run getters of the tournament.
They've been very prolific, and I think that's one of the reasons why Fujairah have done so well, especially at the top of the order, where both these batters, they provide a very good start to Fujairah, especially in the power play overs. And the numbers for Mayank Chaudhary in this series: 348 runs of 11 innings, brilliant average, just a shade under 35, and a very healthy strike rate like we saw earlier as well.
Well, I'm really impressed by that average in the tournament. They've played around almost 12 matches now, 11 for Mohit Kalyan, and he's averaging 24. Mayank is averaging 35, as you pointed out, and so is Rohan Mustafa. So that tells you that they've scored runs, but they've scored important runs for their side, and that is why a major reason of Fujairah and Abu Dhabi both qualifying in the top 4 is because of those runs. Now Emirates Blues will look to exploit Mohammad Uzair Khan's talent in this game. We know that he's a very good, effective bowler. Normally bowls in the middle or in the death in this format, but today he's been given the new ball.
A very interesting choice here from the Blues. They want to win this game. I was talking to Niall yesterday, the team coach, and that was one thing that he wanted to do, was win against Fujairah to get that mental edge as well, getting into the semi-finals, and also to top the table and probably play the number 4 team tomorrow in the semi-finals. Meanwhile, we're just about ready to play, and the first delivery coming up from Uzair. Loosner there, nicely played, but straight to the fielder, who's been positioned quite nicely at the cover point boundary. He'll be off the mark for Fujairah with a single.
Yeah, there seems to be a proper plan in place from Emirates Blues, and this time they've been successful because I think there's a lot of planning going behind the scenes from the coaching staff, from Niall in particular, because this again is a strategy in place to bring Uzair to bowl. Uppishly played, 2 deliveries, both going towards the fielder at deep point.
Well, it's one thing to have a plan in place, and it's another thing to execute that well. And I think the bowlers should be given a lot of credit. Bowling in the right areas, bowling according to their field. Those are the 2 fielders. He's got a deep cover point and a deep square leg in position. And Al Tanveer, I think he's doing a tremendous job. He's been fabulous throughout. I've known him for years, and he's very meticulous in his planning. Now there's a change in the field. That cover point fielder is coming into the circle. And they're making some changes now. Long on the boundary rope. Is it? There you go. You can see Nal Tanveer there on your screens. He's always got a pen and a book in his hands. He's always thinking about what's going to happen next.
We speak about players and athletes and cricketers and the upcoming talent that we can see, but we seldomly speak about the upcoming coaches that are there in the domestic circuit, and I think one of them is definitely Niall, who's made it through the ranks of domestic cricket, and now he's been given the responsibility of coaching and managing this Emirates Blues side.
Yeah, and he's doing a fabulous job as well. Now another change in the field, so they're changing every delivery. Long on has been brought into the circle, and they've got a deep mid-wicket and a square leg. It might be a bouncer here. No, that's a length delivery outside off some. Nicely picked up there by Mayank. That'll be the first boundary for Fujairah. That's a tremendous shot.
Just a little too predictable, Uzair, in that length and line, creating that angle across Mayank, but this time he plays it over extra cover, width on offer, and easy pickings for a man in form.
They'll have to make some more changes now. They're going back to the original field setup. I think that was a better field setup with the Uzair coming across the line, and like you said, that angle going away from the right hand, it's always, more often than not, is going to go towards the offside, so this is a better field setup. Well, that's a horrible delivery, and that's been dealt with the boundary. Deserved to be hit for a boundary. It'll be a no ball as well.
Yeah, no ball, free hit, boundary, everything positive for Fujairah. That's nothing delivery really from Uzair Khan. Completely missed his mark. And Mayank gets another 4 to his name. It's going to be a free hit delivery now.
That went horribly wrong for Uzair Khan, probably trying to do something different there. Didn't get it right. Nonetheless, it's going to be a free hit delivery. And that's been smashed, bludgeoned over the bowler's head. 1 bounce and into the boundary rope, so yet another boundary in the over. This is turning out to be a very good over for Fujairah.
Yes, nicely done. Using that free hit to their advantage. Fuller delivery. Again, that angle predictable. Not trying anything different. And being punished by Mayank Chaudhary. Looks in great form in this season. Mayank looks for a quick single and gets to the non-striking end. Ends the over with a single. Good positive start for Fujairah. It's 16 for no loss. 16 in that first over for Fujairah as Ajay Kumar comes in to bowl from the Bukhatir end.
Very impressive numbers there for Ajay Kumar. Has picked up 11 wickets already, and look at that economy. Just around the 7 runs mark, and more often than not, he comes out to bowl in the power play overs. 10 wickets have been corrected. There you go, military medium, but he bowls in the right channel. He's very consistent with his line of length.
The success lies in the variations that he brings to the table. He's not afraid to start with a slower ball. He's got a very good Yorker. He's got a surprising quick delivery, which tends to baffle and surprise the batter. So he's got a variety of balls at his disposal, and that's why he's so effective, especially in this format.
He's got a deep square leg and a deep cover point on the boundary rope. So both those fielders, similar to how Uzair Khan bowled in that first over, but like you mentioned, he's got that variation. Look at that, straight away, first delivery was a slow one, then a short bouncer. So he's testing the batters, keep them thinking on their toes.
And also that bouncer, if you see, it's well directed. It's not wayward, it's not outside off or down the leg side. It's right on the body, in the line of the stumps. That's where he tries to pitch the ball so that it's closer to the batter. And I'll not be surprised if he now bowls a Yorker, a wide Yorker, or another slower delivery.
Yeah, another bouncer, another short delivery. This time it was a little slower and got that extra bit of bounce as well, which is why it's been given as a wide. But I think this is a good variation from Ajay, who's been very impressive, and so has the captain been for Emirates Blues, who's made the right changes throughout this series.
Well, there are some players who cherish the responsibility and take it as a challenge. That's too much of height on that one. He's been called one for the over as well for that. Nasir Faraz is one of them. I think he's enjoyed the captaincy. It has improved his batting as well. Beautifully driven, straight down the ground. Another captain who's enjoying the captaincy and is scoring runs for fun is Mayank Chaudhary.
Yeah, he's been in impressive form. Mayank Chaudhary at the top of the table in the most run getters for the tournament. And that is a testament to how well he's playing. That's a fabulous shot. Not very easy to maneuver those kind of shots. And look at that. Just pure timing, pure class there from Mayank Chaudhary. That was into the fence in a flash. Beautiful shot. And he's been dealing in boundaries since the start of this innings and making sure that they get those boundaries. Especially in these power play overs. Those are very important. They've raced on to 21 in just 9 deliveries. Mayank, look at that. 18 of just 9. That's the kind of start he provides, and that is where the platform is set for the other batters to come in and really have a go at the bowlers.
There you go, another variation, that full slower delivery from Ajay. So although he's been hit for a 4, he quickly forgets that and focuses on the next ball. That's what you do as a good cricketer, even if you are a batter or a bowler. You leave the last ball behind you and look ahead, and that's what Ajay is so good at. We're talking about captaincy. Mayank also has been someone, Rashid, who's enjoyed the captaincy, the role of being the leader of the pack, and that has transformed his batting as well.
Yeah, clearly he's been in very good form in this tournament, and look at that, the captain and the coach, they've become a very dangerous duo, these two. Down the leg side, very well kept behind the stumps. Kamran Atta has been drafted into the side. He wasn't playing yesterday. Another very important figure in this Emirates Blue side.
Yes, Kamran Atta. He's again one of those match winners. Very well done. Very agile, very quick, always giving his 200%. Very few cricketers in the UAE who you can clearly mention that have the right attitude, and Kamran Atta is definitely one of them.
Yeah, boasts a lot of confidence as well. And he's one man who's very confident with this format of the game. Meanwhile, this is played uppishly. There is a fielder, but he'll be a mere spectator. That's gone many a miles into the stands for a maximum. The first one of the innings for Mayank and Fujairah.
Yeah, coming around the wicket, Ajay Kumar, and bowling a slower delivery in the slot. Easy pickings for Mayank. I wish we had the option of finding out how many runs has Ajay given when he's bowled over the wicket and how many he's given when he's bowling around the wicket. I'm pretty confident that it's going to be more when he's bowled around the wicket. It's a very defensive approach for a left-arm bowler. And whenever he's bowled from that angle, I think he's found to be less effective.
Well, and I think he's just tried a little too many things in this over. Every ball has been different, so I would want him to be more consistent with one kind of length. He started off, so he started off with the slow deliveries, the bouncers, and then kept on changing every delivery. Now he's back to his original angle. Now what has he bowled here on the last delivery? Oh, nicely bowled. This is a better delivery, quicker as well. And nicely played at the end by Mayank Chaudhary to fetch himself another single. Another productive over this one for the Fujairah side, picking up 13 in this one. 2 overs completed, it's 29 for none. $29 for no loss after 2 overs. Good start here for Fujairah. They've got their captain on 25 of 12, who's done bulk of the scoring. Mohit on run ball 1, hasn't faced too many deliveries out of the 2 overs. Mohit has just faced 1 delivery. And, well, they haven't gone for the batting power play. So it's going to be power play out of the way. They will be allowed 5 fielders outside the circle. New bowler introduced into the attack from the far end. It's going to be Mohammad Asif, 6 wickets in 11 matches for him. Economy shade over 10, average of 14. He'll be bowling to Mayank, who's on 25. Now opportunity for the Blues to make it count here, pick up a wicket, get the breakthrough. Nicely bowled and equally well played. Flicks it towards the leg side. Ghulam Murtaza, another batter who's been included in the 11 for the Emirates Blues. Very dangerous batter. Wasn't playing yesterday, but they've played their full side today. Emirates Blues, they want to win this game and make sure they get into the semi-finals with that mental edge over Fujairah at least.
Yeah, whichever team wins this game will definitely have an edge going into the semi-final. They'll have that bragging rights over the other side. So it's important for more reasons than one. This game between the blue and the orange.
Well, that's nicely played. That's only the second delivery Mohit Kalyan is facing, and now beautifully as he played that, getting down on one knee and caressing that extra cover rather, for a maximum.
So good. Just making it look so easy. Mohit Kalyan, when he's in form, when he's on song, he's unstoppable. And that is another brilliant hit. Fascinating from Mohit Kalyan.
Well, I think the Blues are just overthinking here. There's been a lot of changes in the field. Now they're getting back to the orthodox field setup where they've got a square leg on the boundary rope, so he can afford to be a little more straighter. Asif gave away too much width on that occasion, and I think somebody like the class of Mohit Kalyan, even though it was his second delivery, he played it beautifully well. Short delivery, nicely played behind square. Some work for the fielder, who does well, does he? There will be a boundary check, I'm sure, because Uzair Khan stopped it with his foot there. Just have to see where his other foot was when he stopped that.
Yeah, from the first look from here, from the comm box, I felt that he's saved it. But we'll have a closer look. He's hit it when the ball was beyond the ropes. So
Well, they'll have to check again. 36 for no loss at the moment. Before that delivery was bowled. Now Zair Khan, has he done well? That is the question. They want to have a second look there. There you go. Stops it with his foot. Oh, it's the boundary. That's what I thought initially, Shoaib.
Well done, Rashid. Yeah, for a moment I thought that he's done well to save that, but it's the ball kissing the ropes and then going beyond it. We've got a box length of 150 in the com box sitting besides me. He's got eyes like an eagle.
Thank you, Shoaib. Oh, that's a beautiful shot once again. Beating the fielder at covers, and they'll run away for yet another boundary. This has been a very productive over, and Mohit Kalyan, he's come to party now. He's been hitting them really well.
Two exquisite drives. Just majestic to watch. Beautiful flow of the bat. Great head position. And one of the best cover drives that you would see. You can watch it again and again and again. Mohit Kalyan has played two in that area. Both were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, both those deliveries were full, but still had to be put away. And how elegantly has he done that? Just a treat to watch. Another full length delivery, low full toss that's been played in the gap, but they will settle for one. No, this field will allow them to come back for the second. The fielding hasn't been up to the standards here by ACB Blues. Normally a very good side.
Yeah, this is just elementary stuff. This should have been a single. At this level, you have to be on your feet, anticipating the ball, just letting the game slip out of their hands at the moment. And every run matters. They're looking for two again. Now, again, they'll get it. That's good running. They know that Rashid is not the quickest, and they're taking their chances against him. End of the over. 3 overs bowled, 48 for no loss.
Right then, Fujairah have opted for the batting power play, and I think this is a good move considering the way they have been playing in these first 3 overs. These two have settled down and they're scoring runs at will really nicely. 48 for no loss after 3. This is a very good start. Pressure on the Blues, and they've gone to Ajay to bowl this power play over. Gave away 13 in his first over. Remember, he bowled it in the power play overs as well. Now he's got two fielders outside the 30-yard. We'll just have to confirm who the two fielders are. At the moment, they're just making the move, long off. And another one will be a mid-wicket on the boundary rope. Those two fielders will be patrolling the boundary ropes. And it's going to be Mayank on strike. Nicely bowled and equally well played down the ground. Will only be a single, so good start to the power play over here by Ajay. And that's what they need to do. Just make sure, keep the basics and not try to overdo things here. He was trying a lot of things in that previous over, and that went against him. He leaked away 13. Another change in the field with Mohit Kalyan on strike. Just need to make sure who the fielder is. No, they're going with the same field again now. Ahmed Tariq at mid-wicket and Nasir Faraz at long off. And I think this is a good angle with which he's bowling with.
Always. I would never allow my left-hand bowler to bowl around the wicket unless the batter he's bowling to is scoring aggressively or he's on 100 or plus, who's well set. Then I might look for different options. But as a left-arm bowler, you would expect them to bowl over the wicket.
Well, Wahab Riaz from Pakistan used to bowl from the other angle, like you mentioned. But that was with the old ball when he used to reverse it. And I think when it gets a little older, the ball, and you are getting reversing, that's the only way you can come from that angle. Otherwise, this is the best one for the left arm spinners. Meanwhile, a very good delivery, sharp delivery. Will be given as a wide. I think extra bit of bounce there. Ajay is not happy with that decision, but I think at the end, I think it's a good decision.
Very well bowled by Ajay. We'll have a better look from a different angle, and that might give us a better picture. But I like the way he's bowling, and he's been bowling really well throughout the tournament. Very nicely bowled. Good, aggressive, well-directed bouncer, which has been called for a wide. But as a captain of Emirates Blues, Nasir Faraz won't mind that. He's coming every ball to Ajay, and he's in constant communication with him. Goes full. Beautifully bowled.
Well, he's got a lot to do here. Nasir Faraz, first he runs up to the bowler, gives him a bit of wisdom, and then goes back to his coach and hears from him as well. So he's got both his ears full at the moment. And but give credit to Ajay. I think he's bowled a brilliant over so far. That one wide delivery, even though it was given as a wide, but that was a sharp delivery. A very well-directed bouncer.
Uppishly played, mistimed it, but that was again a variation from Ajay Kumar. We know that there's the 50 over competition, the oldest of the UAE Bukhatir League, starting at this ground in a couple of weeks or days maybe. I'll be keen to see how Ajay Kumar bowls in that format, in the 50 over format, because that requires a different skill set. You have to be consistent, you have to be patient, you have to be able to bowl at a consistent speed, at a consistent line and length. So that is going to be a different test for Ajay Kumar if he's playing the Bukhatir League.
Meanwhile, this is a very good shot. Mayank Chaudhary manufacturing a shot and getting a good result on that, getting four more runs for himself.
Very well done by Mayank. That's playing fire with fire. Nicely done. Maneuvering the ball, using the pace on offer, was expecting that ball to be short and just guides it over short third for 4 runs. Very well played.
It was just as if he knew where he was going to bowl and he was ready for that. Nicely manufactured shot. 55 on the board already in just 3.5. Once again, nicely played by Mayank. He's playing very sensibly here. End of the over with that single. 4 overs completed, 56 for none. Rashid Habib, the new bowler. So spin for the first time. 3 wickets in 4 matches for him. Good economy of just 4.33. They would want him to bowl with that economy today as well. Starts off with a wide delivery way down the leg side. Kamran Atta had to really do some work and he's done really well. Very impressive Kamran Atta behind the stumps today.
Yes, he's been exceptional. He's been very useful behind the stumps. That could be a wicket and will be a wicket. Rashid Habib, the spinner, gets that important breakthrough that Emirates Blues were looking for. Mayank looking to accelerate, finds the long off.
That was a good delivery. Followed the batter, was trying to make room for himself and didn't get it from the middle of the bat. Just pushed at that one, and a very good catch taken by young Ahmed Tariq at long off. The first wicket down here for Fujairah. First time spin was introduced. They produced the result that they were looking for. Mayank Chaudhary, the captain, gone after scoring 32 of 17. First wicket down, 57 on the board. Harshit Kaushik, the new batter. A good move this. Normally he comes at number 4, number 5, but because there's a left-arm spinner operating, he's been, I think, promoted up the order. 10 innings, 178 runs for Harshit Kaushik. Known for his big hitting. Strike rate of 187. I would want him to score some runs against Rashid Habib. With the left-hander in, there's going to be a few changes in the field as well. 5 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard after this power play is done. No chance of a run. So this is turning out to be a very good over. Very good move by Nasser Faraz to introduce the left-arm tweaker.
Yes, he's bowled well. He's creating those angles. And he's got that wicket of Mayank Chaudhary as well. He's hit straight to long off. And a simple catch. Looking to pull that, Harshit. But this is already a good over. Just 2 runs off it and a wicket.
It's very impressive here, Rashid Habib. He hasn't been bowling too much in the tournament, but his economy has been impressive. Just 4.33. Now with the right-hander on strike, he's going to make a few changes. Extra cover on the boundary rope. He's got long off, long on, mid-wicket, square leg. In he comes, and this is towards long on this time. Opportunity, no, it's away from him. Nicely played, very straightish, and that's gone all the way for a maximum. Very good hit this from Mohit Kalyan.
Yeah, Fujairah needs somebody to keep on accelerating, and Mohit Kalyan will have to do that for them. That's very well done. An on-drive, uppish, in the air, and such great timing on that it's gone the distance. So what was a good over is not a very good over now. There's still one more ball to go. It's straight back, and Rashid is not able to stop that. 9 runs off this over. It's 65 for 1.
.65 for 1 at the halfway stage. Fujairah doing very well, going at 13 runs per. Mohammad Shehbaz Ali, experienced all-rounder, coming on to bowl. 5 wickets in the tournament. Superb economy rate. And Emirates Blues have just looked a bit below par in terms of the energy levels today. Not looking switched on. Some misfield, some poor bowling. It is an important day for them. Mudassar Ali alongside me in the com box. Have you noticed the same, or is it just me?
Good evening, Ahmed. And yes, for sure, for the initial 5 overs, they're not putting that effort in the field. Yes, we all know these two teams qualified for the semi-final, but if you top the table, you're going into that knockout with momentum on your side. These two teams playing against each other, and those couple of points will help one of these teams to stay at top of the table here.
Well, there is an appeal. Umpire has given it as wide. Mohammad Shehbaz Ali is looking quite miffed. May have just been the bat hitting the pitch there rather than an inside edge. Projected scores are looking good for Fujairah because the bowling has been out of sync. Let's take a look here. Well, it was a noise.
They were convinced. Furious for the bowler. Double noise. For sure, the bat hitting the ground. Still, with the angle, it's not easy for the umpire because the ball just moving away down the leg.
Drop and run on the onside. And, well, Mohit Kalyan was willing. That's much more like it. It will be 2 matches today for the Blues. So they control their own destiny, whether they finish top of the table. On the other side of the coin, Fujairah have been outstanding so far. Hard running between the wickets, positive intent with the bat, and they're looking in a solid position at the moment.
I like this combo. Mohammad Nail and Nasir Faraz, 2 youngsters. Nasir Faraz, the captain of Blues, and Nail, the head coach.
There is protection in the deep, so only a single. So far, so good from Shehbaz Ali. Yeah, we mentioned cricketers coming through the age group ranks and, of course, going on to represent the country. Very similar for the coaching staff as well.
Absolutely, and his level 2 coach, he's just 30 years old. The right time, it's all about the passion and what you like to do. For Nail, he loves to coach the boys.
Skewed in the air to the left of long off, and great effort. That's much more like it. The angle didn't favor Mohammad Asif there, but he didn't give up on it.
What an effort. Definitely the energy level in the field will go up. Looking at the effort put in by Asif, running hard, bending at the right time, and what an effort. Brilliant save. Certainly saving a couple of runs.
Yeah, that kind of effort level coming in from the big fast bowler will certainly motivate the troops. Well done. He is certainly feeling the heat. It is a hot afternoon for sure. Just taking the pace off Shehbaz Ali. Very smart. Asking the batters to do the heavy lifting.
In modern day cricket, we have seen few great cricketers still continuing with their playing days, even they cross 40. But Nail, just 30 years old, how difficult it was for Nail to switch from a player into the role of a coach.
Certainly must have been his passion to be a teacher, to be the one preparing the next batch, the future stars of UAE. Wonderful to see, giving back to the game. Running with the shot. This could be close. That was not a well-judged single by any means. It was Ghulam Murtaza at that extra cover position. One stick to aim at. Let's take a look here. We'll do that after the break. 73 for 1. Rashid Habib, the spinner, will continue. First over only going for 9 and did pick up the wicket of Mayank Chaudhary. Still going at about 12 runs per over Fujairah, so looking good. Very slow in the air. And Kamranatha making sure that the deep mid wicket fielder heard him.
Beautifully bowled. Got an opportunity to play his second game after almost being rested for 7 to 8 matches. Straight away Rashid Habib getting Player of the Match award. Now a regular for Blues in the playing 11 and he's doing an extremely good job.
Couldn't quite get underneath it, but a long chase, excellent fielding. I think it's the youngster Hunain Munawwar putting in that effort, good slide, and he enjoyed that for sure.
A lush green outfield, and these youngsters, they love to put that extra effort, not afraid to dive. A beautiful venue, Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Oh, absolutely world class, always well maintained. That has been punched hard by Harshit, and this time no chance for the long off. Poor delivery, deserved to be put away.
Well managed by Kaushik. Top of that, he made sure to play it away from the reach of long off fielder. Ample of time, adjusted quite well. Intentions were very clear from Rashid to keep it away because Harshit was shaping to go towards that leg side. But 4 runs for Kaushik.
You can't afford to miss your length. This is big. And this is over mid-wicket for 6. Onto the roof.
What a hit. It's turning out to be an expensive over. He started off really well, Rashid. But last couple of deliveries going for 4 and a maximum. Another brilliant cameo we are witnessing from this talented left-hand batter.
He knew he would pitch it up. He knew he would overcorrect. And he was ready to launch. Beautiful clean strike. And yeah, once again a thrilling cameo coming in from Harshit Kaushik. 17 off 9. Dangerous, dangerous player. And meanwhile, it's some work for our reserve umpire. New balls, please. That one has disappeared.
Rightly said, Ahmed, by you. He knew that he is going to come into him because he forced Rashid to bowl that quicker delivery after going towards the off-stick channel. So mind games, taking their time, is Kashif and Kamran, helped by Razik. So they have got the right ball.
Yeah, they're a very pace-heavy squad, Emirates Blues. 6 or 5 frontline fast bowlers in the team. So the compromise is they don't really have a top-quality spinner or a frontline spinner. Hence, Rashid Habib is having to roll his arm over.
Ahmed, just out of curiosity, would like to ask you, 6 balls in that box, how do you select one? Because all are the semi-old balls.
That's a very good question. We need to put that to our match referee, our encyclopedia, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. What is the process? Maybe it's just, tic-tac-toe, whatever one you like. So this over has been a big one for Fujairah. 13 taken. Flat batted straight. Safir Tariq can't get there. Harshit Kaushik is turning it on.
That is the power of Harshit Kaushik. He's not in control, just manages to clear the bowler. But how quickly it travelled. No chance for the fielder at long off. He was very straight, but still he managed to get that boundary.
Oh, he's a power package. You can see broad-shouldered, big forearms. One-hander, and it's enough to sail out of here. And once again on the roof. This is clean hitting from Harshit Kaushik.
He came hard. He came harsh on Rashid Habib. What an over. Plenty of runs. 21 runs from that over. One-handed shot fetches him a maximum. Power unleashed by Harshit Kaushik. And Fujairah are in a strong and commanding position. 7 overs done. It's 96 for the loss of 1.
So that big over has propelled Fujairah well and truly in front of this game. Mohammad Asif took a bit of tap. None for 19 in his first over. Emirates Blues are on the back foot here. And a well-set Mohit Kalyan is there too. A miscue, but it will plug and land in that vacant region towards cow corner. Well, Mohit, all you need to do is keep it simple. Feed the beast at the non-striker's end.
Absolutely, and the right time after the fall of Mayank Chaudhary, this partnership flourishing between these two, and now becoming a headache for Nasir Faraz.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago that Mayank Chaudhary holed out to long off. Oh, this is a chance and put down. Shehbaz Ali. It wasn't an easy take, but for a player of his caliber, you expect that to be snaffled.
Not having a good outing. Shehbaz dropped a couple of chances the previous day. Now, you need to take. He did all the hard work, just not able to hold on to it. Mohit survives.
100 up for Fujairah. Good delivery. Just that bit of tail into the right-hander. He's had a good tournament as well. Under heralded, but he's been a great foil for Mayank Chaudhary right throughout.
Keeping in mind they don't have the service of Sagar Kalyan and Adib Usmani at top of the order. He got an opportunity and grabbed that opportunity with both the hands. And now looking at Asif Ahmed, have you noticed the short run up, not putting that extra effort, playing back-to-back matches, not easy for fast bowler under these conditions.
They have definitely not looked sharp. Good Yorker. He's still able to land it in the block hole, but definitely you make a strong point. The energy levels from Emirates Blues are missing this afternoon.
A very good opportunity for these two sides to be at the top of the table, win this game. And always the momentum will be on the side of the team who wins their final game before heading into the knockout. But Fujairah, they look in control.
Defending champions have come strong, even though they're missing a few key players like you mentioned. Coming around the wicket to Harshit is Asif.
Wide.
Will be a wide, but there you can see he certainly is moving quite gingerly, the big fast bowler. Maybe a bit of cramp as well. These matches are coming through thick and fast.
And conditions also not favorable for, especially for the fast bowlers. But still giving everything for the team. Asif.
Change of pace has been smeared over mid-wicket and way back into the stands.
Slight error, but rightly punished. What a knock he's playing for his side. He looks to be in control. And under the radar is Asif. One more time. One-handed shot fetches a maximum. It clearly shows the power he generates.
This is unbelievable clear striking from Arshad. 33 of 12. He's dealing in boundaries. He's punishing the loose balls. And remember, it was Emirates Blues who won the toss and elected to bowl first. So clearly that was the strategy, to try to restrict the opposition. But it hasn't worked. We are looking at a 130 sort of score here, bare minimum.
And Ahmed Tariq just trying to be smart there, came all the way from backward point, had a conversation which Harshit Kaushik did not responded.
Yeah, maybe asking him for his autograph, trying to distract him.
Right.
Well, he's clearly struggling to get the ball through. And another expensive over. They've taken 13 off it already. Harshit, he's got quite a few player of the match performances in this D10 already. He's eyeing another one. Anything that is in his hitting range is going to travel. Simple as that. See ball, smash ball. And that is what he does. It's towards extra. Ahmed Tariq with a long chase and does well to get a foot down. They will pick up 3.
The only player who looks fit right now is Ahmed Tariq. What a sprint, saving a 1 run for his side. But plenty of runs. Fujairah, they are looking for a mammoth total on board here. 112 for the loss of 1.
Just getting a boundary check to make double sure. He didn't cross the white line, but I think it was okay. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it did slow down. So eventually he did well. Looks to be A-okay, so over concluded. 112 for 1. Going to be a change of ends for Shahbaz Ali. First over was a tidy one. A lot of off-pace deliveries, variations, cutters. That is the name of the game. Can they contain Fujairah here? Oh, brilliant. Sliced behind point. Yet another boundary for Harshit.
What a batting performance. Masterclass from Harshit Kaushik. Way outside the off stump. He chased that delivery and also he manages to keep it away from the fielder. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Runs continues to flow from the blade of Kaushik.
Yeah, they just cannot stop his flow of runs at the moment. Towards square leg, mid-wicket, cow corner, long on, or even behind point. Everything will travel. 40 or 14. This is a sensational cameo. And then some. Much better delivery. Finally got it right.
This is what I like about this team. Every player is a match winner for Fujairah. Confidence level is high. They are talented players, but these are the players in pressure situation. They play according to their strengths. And Harshit and Mohit, what a partnership. 60 runs worth partnership for the second wicket in just 25 balls.
They've basically been going at 14.5 runs per over. Closer to 15. Call is for 2, but Harshit is just ambling through. And why not? The way he's biffing the ball at the moment, you want him to be on strike.
That is why in the modern day cricket, it's not only about playing cricket, but also you need to make sure to maintain your fitness. Diet also plays an important role.
Almost certainly. I was discussing that with Azruddin Qureshi, the physio for the UAE national team. All of our national team players have a meal plan, have a set diet planned out for them for the entire month. Whether they follow it or not, he didn't reply on that one.
Never ask a meal plan or a diet plan to a Hyderabadi. The diet plan is simple.
Yeah, it will involve rice. I know this. I have experienced this firsthand. Whether it be at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. That is their meal of choice. No doubt about it. Could this be in the gap? Long on. Cannot get there. Timely boundary for Mohit Kalyan.
There is a good battle between Mohit and Harshit. Who is going to win this race? Who is going to get to that 50 mark first? Wild swing. But managed to keep it in the gap, away from that mid-wicket and long on fielder.
Yeah, it is the bigger onside boundary here from the Bukhatir end. So a lot of real estate to cover. Nasir Faraz is looking concerned. This has not gone according to plan by any means. They have to fasten their seat belts for a big run chase. This could be a chance at long off. Will be taken. Low full toss does the trick.
So now it's Harshit Kaushik who has an opportunity to go to that 50 because Mohit Kalyan trying to go big, a low full toss, and he played straight to Rashid Habib. An excellent catch taken by Rashid Habib under pressure. So the partnership comes to an end. Wicket number 2 goes down. Mohit Kalyan 41 of just 22 balls, 123 for the loss of 2. 9 overs done.
Well, another big striker of the ball. He's been brilliant throughout the D10. Sanjay Pahel, wickets, runs, catches. He's the total package for Fujairah. And he'll be asked to remain at the non-strikers end, unfortunately. Harshit won't mind. Mohammad Uzair Khan, 16 runs in his first over, but can he close out the innings well here for Emirates Blues? Length delivery, couldn't quite latch onto it. Well, there's no respite for Emirates Blues. But Shahbaz Ali eventually rewarded for some good bowling.
Absolutely. And they're trying to bowl that Yorker. Instead of going straight over the bowler, he tried to go toward that extra cover. A good catch by Rashid. Sanjay Pahel, the hard hitter. 94 runs, but look at the strike rate. 223. He's known for hitting those big shots.
Or he can easily get you 15 runs and 5 deliveries. Very dangerous player. Good looking punch to get off the mark. And he's doing the right thing. Allowing the man in form to look to attack.
Also, he really worked hard. So, he's a team player. Sanjay Pahel as well as Harshit. Keeping in mind, he's just 7 runs away from a milestone. It's always a special feeling for a batter. You got plenty of runs. And now, if you're not able to get past that 50 mark, you'll feel.
Almost certainly. Sliced in the air. And one bounce beyond the deep cover for 4.
Dealing in boundaries, and Sanjay Pahel, he'll be the happy man because he gave that strike back to Harshit Kaushik on the very first ball. He got a boundary, lofted, goes aerial towards that extra cover, moves to 47.
Yeah, even with the bottom hand, able to force the ball in that direction straight enough. And remember, he didn't open the innings. He came in at the 4-5 over mark. What a stunning knock. And he will reach his 50 with a bullet over mid-wicket. Fabulous innings, Harshit Kaushik.
And raises his bat like a knight's sword here. Another harsh hit from Harshit Kaushik. Gets him a maximum. A brilliant 50. The man in form for Fujairah.
Absolutely hammered it. What a shot. What a player. And he's taking the game away from the Blues single-handedly. Call is for 2. And they'll stick to 1. Look at that strike rate. That is ridiculous to say the least.
278 strike rate. Now 270, 4 fourths and 4 maxims is tired, but you did a pretty good job. Playing like a warrior. Harshit Kaushik.
Absolute game changer. And good to see him use him in the right position. Immediately in at number 3, not at 4, 5 or 6. The more he plays, the more he'll score. Don't think he'll pick up 2 here. He's breathing hard. But 137, that is an outstanding score for Fujairah batting first.
What a knock from Harshit Kaushik, and extraordinary batting performance from the batters of Fujairah. They exposed the pace battery of Emirates Blues throughout this tournament. They troubled every batter in this tournament, but on the very final day before that knockout, they were exposed by men in orange.
Oh, absolutely. Sending them a statement that you may be the best bowling unit in the tournament, but we've got the firepower as well. We've perhaps got the best batting unit in the D10 as well. Taking a look at the batting scorecard, pure dominance from the top 3 of Fujairah. Started by the captain himself, 32 of 17. Excellent innings. Mohit Kalyan played well as well, 41 of 22. But the star of the show, Harshit Kaushik, 54 of just 20 deliveries, dealing in boundaries. In terms of the Emirates Blues bowling, only Shahbaz Ali had decent figures, 1 for 19. Everybody else was taken for a ride. And even Ajay Kumar, their star bowler, was not spared today. 2 overs, none for 21. Taking a look at the highlights, it was Mayank Chaudhary and Mohit Kalyan who were determined to make a statement and go hard at the Emirates Blues bowling in the power play. Uzair and Ajay Kumar were treated quite roughly. Mayank Chaudhary, he has all the shots in the book. And Mohit Kalyan is no lesser. That was a wonderful shot, gliding it over short third. Rashid Habib came in to provide some solace and did break that opening stand. But then it was Harshit Kaushik and Mohit Kalyan who combined, had a quick fire partnership. We're going at about 15, 16 runs per over. And Harshit Kaushik in particular was particularly severe on Rashid Habib. Some clean strikes. And when the paces came on, they were equally punished. That was a great shot, slicing it over backward point. And this was the fall of Mohit Kalyan, trying to get on with the game, holding out to long off. But Harshit Kaushik getting yet another half century in the D10. The run machine continues for Harshit Kaushik. And in the end, they have posted a gigantic score of 137. 138 is the target for Emirates Blues. How will they approach the run chase? We'll find out in just about 5 minutes' time. Good afternoon, cricket fans, and welcome back to the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. Match number 40 in progress, and Fujairah really turned it on after being invited to bat first by Emirates Blues. Everybody chipping in the top order. 32 of 17 from Mayank Chaudhary, the skipper. Mohit Kalyan, 41 of 22, and a quick-fire half-century from Harshit Kaushik, 54 of just 20 deliveries, has let them post a very imposing score of 137 in their allotted 10 overs. In terms of the bowling, only Rashid Habib and Shahbaz Ali managed to pick up wickets. Overall, it was not a great bowling effort coming in from Emirates Blues. So it's going to be the openers who have a stiff task on their hand. Kamran Atta and Ahmed Tariq, a change in the opening combo this afternoon for the Blues. Kamran Atta, as we know, hard-hitting wicketkeeper. Ahmed Tariq, a technician, more of a stroke player, but certainly can make a terrific combination. And the Fujairah bowling will need to be on their A game as well. Terrific strike rate of 175, best of 46. He would love to replicate that this afternoon. It is going to be a double header for Emirates Blues as they head into the knockout stage that begins tomorrow, finals day. We will have the 2 semi-finals earlier in the afternoon, and then 10 p.m. local time, the grand finale. Will Fujairah make it 2 D10 titles back-to-back? Time will tell. Ahmed Tariq, he's not had the best tournament, I would say, as per his usual standards, but still packs a punch and will look to get going this afternoon and find some form before finals day. Joining me in the comm box is Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you, Ahmed. Hafiz Rahman, he's done well for his side, Fujairah. 5 wickets. No wickets, rather, in 5 matches. Surprising. But he's bowled well. He's not given away too many runs and has taken the responsibility of bowling with the new ball.
Yeah, I was equally surprised to see that. Very fine swing bowler. Can get that ball darting into the right-hander at high pace. Taking a look at the field, they have a deep square leg and a deep third. I think will head out eventually. Yeah, he is. For Hafiz. Early wickets is the name of the game. If they can get Kamran Atta early, that is pretty much half the contest, to be quite frank, because it is a very, very big chase of 138.
Yes, and that is what has forced that change at the top of the order for Emirates Blues. It's the scoreboard. 138 needed. They want Kamran Atta to go out and do what he does best. Dispatch the ball out of the park.
Ali Kamran says play, and here we go. 138 is the magic number for Emirates Blues to top the table. Otherwise, Fujairah will just elbow them below them. Certainly is an intriguing encounter. Can the Emirates Blues batters get going? Full toss crashed between cover point. Excellent intent, positive start.
Well, they are not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. And clearly the writing is on the wall. The message is loud and clear. Kamran Atta is going to bludgeon the ball, destroy that white ball and send it to all parts of the ground.
And he got it exactly where he wanted it. Outside off. He likes to slash the ball hard. Good player. Square of the wicket. Short, compact. Packs a punch. And he's been a veteran performer in the D series for many, many seasons now. Up and over. Hitting from the crease. Back-to-back boundaries.
You can't be bowling there. You can't be bowling full tosses. The margin of error against Kamran is so less. It's minimal. That was again in the slot, and Kamran Atta is not going to miss out on those half volleys. He's hammered that for 4.
Way, get off strike. Instead, Hafiz is coming around the wicket, trying to cramp Kamran Atta for room. The third has come into the circle, and the mid-on has gone to the fence. So, long on and a deep square in position. Can he get the fuller, straighter ball right here? Punched and in the gap. Flashes past the mid-off for 4.
Easy pickings for Kamran Atta. Again, missing his mark. Hafiz It's not working for Fujairah, all that planning, but if you can't execute it, it's not going to work. Coming around the wicket, I don't know what the field setting is here. Long on and deep square leg, and you bowl it outside off. You're asking for trouble, my friend.
And the trouble's name is Kamran Atta. 4-4-6-4. He's dialing it up here. What a great start to the run chase. This is going to be entertainment.
Yeah, I like the planning from Emirates Blues now. What they've done is they've decided that they can win the game only if the 3 overs of power play are favourable to them. This one's a wide, so they'll have to bowl that again, Hafiz. So their plan is to use those 3 overs of power play. And if Kamran Atta bats for those 3 overs, I'm telling you, this is going to be a game that Emirates Blues will and might just go on to win.
Yeah, I think they'd ideally like 50 runs in those 3 overs. And he's gotten them off to a bumper start here. Brilliant batting. That will just allow Ahmed Tariq at the non-strikers end to relax as well. That, okay, Kamran is going hard. I can just tuck the ball away, give him the strike. What is going through Hafizur Rahman's mind here? Mid-on has come back into the circle and there is a deep cover in position now.
Short ball, short ball.
Oh,
No.
it goes! Up and over cow corner. Huge. Second 6.
Well, Hafizur Rahman, you have to feel for him as a bowler, but what batting this is. Batting of the highest caliber from Kamran Atta. He's tailor-made for this format and he's showing exactly why he's such a special cricketer when it comes to big hitting, clean hitting from Kamran Atta.
That was just a short arm flick. Maybe something out of field hockey. And it's disappeared way back over the wicket. He's trying every angle, every move, but he's getting smashed. Deep cover remains. Deep square leg remains. His confidence has been shaken. Can he close out this over well? Flat batted and in the gap again. One bounce. Just millimeters short of being a 6.
Just unbelievable from Kamran Atta. What we've witnessed here is something truly special. You bowl him short, you bowl him full. He's got answers to all your questions. Kamran Atta is in red hot form. He's looking dangerous and he's unstoppable at the moment. What an over this is for Emirates Blues. 28 runs off it. It's just the first over.
Sanjay Pahal will come on to bowl from the Bukhatir end. He's had an outstanding tournament. Wickets and runs. Look at that economy rate as well. Truly one of the gun all-rounders in this D10 series. And Ahmed Tariq gets into the act as well. Full, wide, up and over extra cover. Emirates Blues have come out like a house on fire here. This is sensational stuff.
Well, Ahmed Tariq now joining the party here. Full delivery again from Fujairah. They have been put under pressure. Sanjay Pahal looking for that Yorker. But he's done well, Ahmed Tariq, to place that up and over covers. No chance for anyone to stop that. And it's going to be the first 4 for Ahmed Tariq. Starts the over with a 4.
7 boundary shots on the trot from Emirates Blues. And this will be number 8. Horrible delivery. Dispatched past mid off for 4.
Well, the excitement is peaking not only in the ground but in the comm box as well.
Yeah, not sure what dispatched means, but it's a new word I've just invented. That was dispatched. Pardon me. The inner Punjabi in me came out there. Well, Sanjay Pahal is being treated roughly as well. Nothing ball, hanging full toss, outside off. 6 boundaries, 2 sixes. They're surging ahead. Finally a dot delivery. Finally some relief. And it's taken 1.3 overs.
Oh yes, that will help Fujairah big time. But yes, what a start this is. Just the ideal start for Emirates Blues. And this is why I feel that this Emirates Blues side is riding high on confidence, and nothing for them is impossible in this tournament.
Almost certainly. Nobody wants to face them in the knockout stage, that is for sure. Toe end of the bat, but third is in the circle. Third boundary in the over.
A little bit of luck going Emirates Blues' way as well, but you need that. The way they've batted, the kind of approach they've shown, the intent, the attitude, everything is signaling towards a champion side in the making. Ahmed Tariq, again, fearless brand of cricket, throws the bat at it, is not afraid of the consequences, and the result is favourable.
Wasn't a bad delivery by any means, but still, everything will travel. It's an Eid sale at the moment in terms of runs. Deep point in position and a deep third. Well, there's a deep cover going out, so the deep third will come back. So the plan is to bowl wide of off, make him chase the ball. But the damage has well and truly been done. There you can see everybody in on the onside ring and the two men deep on the offside. He still has the confidence to crack it towards that deep point fielder. All they'll get is one.
Yeah, if the same plan is persisted with by Sanjay Pahel, then Kamran will look to play that up and over point, and he's got all the capabilities to do just that. He's not afraid of where the fielders are or bothered about the field positions. If it's in his slot, he backs himself to clear the ball.
Rohan Mustafa has a 13-ball half-century in this D10. Kamran Atta is on 28 of 6. It's a numbers game at the moment for Emirates Blues. And no doubt about it, floating power play will be availed immediately, especially if this man remains at the crease. Wide. Will be a wide. Will need to reload that one.
Yeah, two full and a big wide from Sanjay Pahel, trying to bowl that away from the hitting arc of Kamran Atta. Let's look at that again. Just too wide from Sanjay Pahel.
They look absolutely dazed at the moment. The expression on Sanjay Pahel's face says it all. They were not expecting this kind of response from Emirates Blues. Oh, good delivery. Was looking to carve it. Just got beaten by the pace, but the damage has still been done. 43 for no loss after 2 overs of power play for Emirates Blues. As expected, immediately taking the floating power play are Emirates Blues. But the bowler has changed. Sabir Ali Rao, taller, different kind of left arm seamer, will look to bowl the ball into the pitch, mix it up with those cutters. Not as quick as Hafiz, so he needs to get it right.
Yeah, I think he'll rely on the variations, and that's why he's been called upon by the Fujairah captain. Watch out for his slower deliveries, Kamran Atta and Ahmed Tariq in the middle.
Skewed it away towards deep square. There is protection, but they've got the right man for the job back on strike.
Yes, this is the main contest between bat and ball, with Kamran looking to face Sabir Rao. Remember, it's a floating power play, so that means they've got another 5 deliveries where they can try to get and maximize their returns. So for Kamran Atta, it's going to be imperative that he tries to score at least 15 to 18 runs in the over.
They have a wideish long off and a deep mid-wicket in position, but there's a huge yawning gap between the mid-on and that deep mid-wicket fielder. He's come into the circle now. So what are they thinking? They've got a deep cover point. Mohit Kalyan dropping deep. So trying to protect the offside boundary straight and square. And it's not even landed on the pitch. Extras. Cannot afford those. That is the kind of pressure Kamran Atta is putting on the Fujairah bowling.
Oh yes, he does have an impact on the psychology of the bowlers when they come in to bowl against him. The pressure is always on the bowler regardless of what they are defending, because this man can just tear you apart in terms of your bowling, and as of now he's looking like a man possessed.
28 of just 7 deliveries, strike rate of 400. Flat batted over mid-on, make that another boundary.
Well, that's pure class from Kamran Atta. Clear his front leg and plays it up and over the mid-on fielder. He knows where the fielders are, not trying to hit it too hard, just using that power play to his advantage and getting 4 runs.
Well, Shoaib, you and I have seen many D10 matches over the seasons, but this is a special one. This is the kind of match you will talk about for years to come if Emirates Blues can pull it off. This cameo is one for the ages. 32 of 8 deliveries. And Sabir Ali Rao is under pressure now. Miscued. They will take the single to long off. 49 for no loss in 2.2. And with that single, the 50 is raised.
Oh yes, they still need another 10 runs to get to 60. But what an innings this is. And you rightly pointed out, this match, if Emirates Blues manage to pull it off, it's going to be a heist that could be made into a Netflix series.
Or maybe the new Fast and Furious. Who will play Kamran Atta? We'll need to start to do the casting here. Oh, beautiful slower ball. Bowled it on the exact right spot to get it to cut off the surface.
Yeah, that was long due. I thought he would have started off with a slower delivery, but he persisted with the length deliveries, and now he's pulled out his strength, his stock ball, the slow delivery where he rolls his fingers over the ball, and immediately you could see Kamran Atta talking to Ahmed Tariq and giving him an advice.
Yeah, stick to your strengths. Don't try to replicate what Kamran Atta is doing. You like to hit the ball on merit through the offside. Don't try to heave it towards square leg. That's not your game, Ahmed Tariq. You can do that. Lovely punch towards long off. He's wide. And has he gotten there? That's a brilliant effort. I think Aryan Saxena, UAE under-19 captain, there making the stop.
Yeah, very well done. It was onto his right, had to travel a lot of distance to cut that. It was hit straight by Ahmed Tariq, and he's a very good fielder. We all know that. Very well done. Brilliant. Ensuring that he doesn't let the ball go or slip out of his hands. Saved us a few runs for his side there.
Final ball of the floating power play. Emirates Blues are 52 for no loss. They've made terrific progress. He goes high. It's a miscue, mid-on. Simple catch for Sanjay Pahel. And Sabir Ali Rao, the value of experience, has paid off dividends for Fujairah here.
Yes, much needed for Fujairah. And it's come in that over of Sabir Rao. The most experienced bowler in that side extracts a wicket. Ahmed Tariq out. They break this partnership. And Fujairah will feel that now they have a slight advantage on Emirates Blues. 16 of 9 for Ahmed Tariq. As he walks back after 3 overs, it's 52 for 1.
So it's going to be spin coming on immediately after the power play overs. Keshav Sharma all ready to go. From the Bukhatar end, Safir Tariq, hard-hitting wicket-keeper batter. He's in good form as well. Another wide delivery. So 85 needed of 42. Certainly doable, Shoaib.
Oh yes, with Kamran Atta and the kind of form Safir is in, they will back themselves to chase it down. Keshav Sharma brought into the attack. That's much better, straighter and on the stumps. And very well played by Kamran Atta. He's holding himself up. I'm telling you, he's that kind of a batter that once he gets going, he wants to keep going. That's the wicket of Ahmed Tariq. Mistimed hit and a simple catch at mid-on.
Yeah, I don't mind the shot because mid-on was up. Just a miscue. Oh, beautifully bowled. Just hung it up outside off. Completely bamboozled there.
Yeah, that was Safir Tariq just looking to bludgeon the ball. That's not his game. Again outside off and Safir just not able to get back to ball. He needs some time. He's not Kamran Atta, and we all know everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. You have to back your strength and try and rotate the strike for a few deliveries.
Punched out towards wideish long off. And they'll only get a single. Yeah, he was always predetermining that slog sweep. That's his go-to shot versus spinners. And that's why Keshav very smartly hanging it up outside off. So he got in an awkward position. But the main man is back on strike. 34 of 10. Equation has now become slightly doable. This is a miscue. Deep cover. Can't get there. He was a little slow out of the blocks there, Nabil Aziz.
Yeah, you want to take all the chances that come your way. Nabil Aziz, although he's a very good fielder, but I think, like you pointed out, was a little late off the blocks. And that half a second can make such a big difference in you reaching the ball or not. Up in the air again, mistimed hit. And will be dropped. Aryan Saxena, of all people, who is such a good fielder, has grasped one.
An outstanding over from Keshav and should have been rewarded with at least a couple of wickets, but the chance goes begging. He can see the lighter side of it, but I'm sure inside he's seething. 58 for 1. The left arm spin twins in operation now for Fujairah. Nabil Aziz coming in with the bigger leg side boundary. So Kamran Atta is trying to run the mental calculator here. 80 needed of 36. 79, pardon me. It's not going to be easy, Shoaib. They need another big over somewhere. This is high. And this will clear. Safir Tariq finds his timing.
Yes, that will give him a lot of confidence. Safir Tariq gets it right from the middle of the bat. Nabil, who's not in his usual form, will struggle, and this is where they'll have to pick bowlers. And I think Safir Tariq has marked his target with that 6.
Really is such an elegant player of spin, hitter of spin rather, Safir. And yeah, that's what he'll look to do now. Just dart the ball in, not allow Safir to get underneath the ball and launch it.
A good comeback from Nabil. In the slot again. This is aerial, mistimed hit, and will be taken. So a very short stay for Safir Tariq as Nabil strikes. He redeems himself with a wicket to his name.
Yeah, that scoreboard pressure was always building. Sanjay Pahal was late to react. He lost it for a while, but recovered well And he's got bucket-like hands. He is not dropping those. Simple take. And the spinners are getting it done here for Fujairah. Short and sweet for Safir Tariq. 9 of 7. 65 for 2. Mohammad Asif. Hard-hitting all-rounder coming in at number 4. Well, these 2 quiet overs perhaps have taken the game away from the Blues. Good comeback by Nabil after being hit for 6. Just held it back a touch. It was full, but couldn't clear the long off. In fact, he was well short. Easy catch for Sanjay. Superb over from Nabil Aziz. Only 9 runs conceded. So 71 needed of the next 5 overs. Can Emirates Blues pull it off?
Five overs completed. It's 67 for 2. Kamran Nath still out there. 37 of 13. What a start he had in the first over. Producing 29 runs of that first over. Since then, it's been a little quiet here for the Blues. Keshav Sharma into the attack. First delivery. Smacks it down the ground. And what a way to introduce Mudassir Ali into the com box. Welcome. Good evening, Mudassir.
A very good evening, Rashid. He's going bonkers here. Just 6 dot deliveries so far played by these batters of Blues, but this man, he is in control. He has lost his partner, but power unleashed, going down on one knee and gets a maximum here. Clean striking.
That was bludgeoned out of here. I like the way he really, his eyes lit up as soon as he saw that length from the bowler. He's on 43 of 14. Once again, down the ground, another powerful shot. Keshav did get a hand to it, I think, and will not go all the way for a boundary, but they will pick up 2 more runs. There was a bit of miscommunication between the two, but at the end, all's well.
A couple of runs responding to the call of Kamran is Asif. He's not fit, Asif. You can see he's struggling to run hard. But knowing the importance of Kamran, get back on the strike, he gave it his all.
2 more important runs there. Look at that, 45 of 15, strike rate of 300 for Kamran Nath. Another one, this time towards the covers. That's running away towards the boundary. That's another very good shot from Kamran Nath. He's placing them well, and this is a fabulous innings so far from the wicketkeeper.
It's not only about the power hitting, it's also Kamran Nath managing to find those gaps at will. Nicely managed on the back foot, keeping it away from the reach of the deep fielder. So runs are coming thick and fast. He moves to 49.
Oh, nicely done. Gets to a much-deserved half century of just 17 deliveries. What a knock this has been. He's been in prolific touch. The celebration comes in, acknowledging his teammates in the dugout. What a start he had to this innings. 29 that first over. That really set them to go on and put up a good show. This is another good shot, wide off, long off. Asif giving strike back to Kamran Nath and doing the right thing. At the moment, I think he should be just concentrating on feeding strike to Kamran Nath.
He's looking confident. A full toss, is there a chance? But somehow he manages to keep it away from the fielder Mohit. So another good over. Chasing 138. At the end of over number 6, Blues cruising quite well. 82 for the loss of 2.
$82 for 2, 6 overs completed. New bowler is going to be Falak Noor, 7 wickets in 8 matches for him. Economy of a shade over 10. Another very important figure in this Fujairah setup. Has been in good form. Bowled a few good overs yesterday as well. That's the field setup for him. 5 fielders on the boundary ropes. He's got a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a fielder at the cover position. First delivery, that's gone towards third and will be a boundary or a maximum. We'll have to wait and see the signal from the umpire, but that was a good shot there from Kamran Atta.
I like the way he's getting those runs under pressure. He's a talented player, but what I like is the way he's getting those runs. Very confident knock. And it's a maximum. Some serious pace from Falak Noor. And now just 50 needed in 23 balls. Still plenty of runs required here for Blues. And for Fujairah, they need to get rid of this batter.
Slashes really hard at the ball, and that's what generates that extra bit of pace as well on the ball. That was a mighty good hit. I don't think he intended it to play there, but still got a good result. Nicely bowled. Kamran Atta wants the second. He's forcing the batter to come back for the second. Good running at the end. They might just go upstairs. No. Umpire Kamran thinks that he's made his ground. That's another good 2 runs for the Blues. And Kamran Atta, what a knock he's playing. He's been so aggressive and so confident in his approach today, Mudassir.
Oh, absolutely. And that is why he's a class batter. Both the teams already qualified for the semi-final, but still look at that hunger to win this game, running hard. And respond to the call is Asif. Just couple of balls, couple of runs for Asif, but he's doing a pretty good job running hard between the wickets.
I think that's what he needs to do at the moment. Play second fiddle to Kamran. Wide delivery extras is something that they'll have to be very careful with, because every run is important here. Like you mentioned, the result of this game will not decide the knockout games, but it will decide the positioning of these two teams in the knockout games, and also that mental edge. I think that's one of the things that both the teams will be wary of, and they would want to make sure that they win, especially this game.
Absolutely. When you're on the back foot, and from there if you win the game, it's like a statement to the other teams going into the knockout matches. Falak is under pressure. 9 runs in just a couple of balls.
That's a good delivery. Right into the block hole, and Kamran Atta has dug that out well. Well, it's been a phenomenal knock from the wicketkeeper batter. Kamran Atta started off really well against Hafiz. He took him to the cleaners at first over, produced 29 runs. He was in prolific form in the recent past as well, and he's just translated that in today's innings. He's played some marvelous shots, magnificent all around the park, very strong through the offside. And he's been timing them well, and there's been power as well in his shots. Complete package, Kamran Atta. Another fuller length delivery that's been played towards the covers. There is a fielder there. Will only be a single.
And I like the way they are approaching this target. A young captain, a young coach. The dynamics of this team completely change once Nasir Faraz has given the responsibility to lead the side. Alongside him is the young head coach Nail. And the mantra is simple: to never give up. Fight hard, fight for the team, make a name for yourself. What a unit.
It's a dangerous combination of the two, Nasir Faraz and Nail Tanveer. Both of them, they've produced some very good results for the Blues in this edition of the D10. Meanwhile, that's a wide delivery outside of Storm Falak Noor. He's been good in this over, but I just don't enjoy the extras that has been given away.
Bold couple of match-winning overs for Lucknow, but clearly he is under pressure here. And always I like the way he utilizes his resources, not greedy to come at top of the order and get an opportunity to get runs. He always takes those decisions which benefits the team.
Those are signs of a very good leader, and that's what Nasir Faraz is becoming. Very good leader. Meanwhile, this is down the leg side. Didn't get any bat on that. I thought I was off the pads, and that'll be a much needed boundary for Asif, although it'll not be counted in his tally of runs, but he'll still be confident with that boundary. 4 more runs.
Wavered in his line and length. Just trying to come into the batter. A valiant effort by Rathi. 4 runs will be added to the total. Now 41 of 19 balls. They need to get a boundary on this final delivery, Rashid.
They need at least a couple of boundaries every over. They've gotten 11 runs of this over so far. Another boundary will definitely help the cause. 3 short of team 100 as well. They've got quite a bit of batting to come as well, so Asif can afford to try and go big. Oh, he's bowled him. That's a very good delivery. Right on the money. In the block hole, and Asif, trying to be adventurous, has lost his wicket.
One more time, Falak Noor strikes for Fujairah. A good over, gone for few extras, gone for a maximum, but what a comeback. The off stump is uprooted, trying to be innovative here. At last, the partnership comes to an end. He's delighted. The tall, right-arm fast bowler. So just a couple of runs for Asif, but a good partnership between Asif and Kamran comes to an end. 97 for the loss of 3.
Ten extras given away, 97 for 3. Still to come, Ghulam Murtaza, who'll be out in the middle now after the fall of Asif. They've got Nasir Faraz, the captain. Rashid Habib, Shabaz and Uzair Khan. All 3 can hit the long ball. So anything around the 12 runs mark, required run rate around 12 runs would just feel that the Blues would feel that they would be able to get it. They've got 3 more overs to go. 97 on the board at the moment. 60 of 22. Ghulam Murtaza, like I mentioned, has just made his way to the middle. He'll be at the non-strikers end at the moment. But the focus will be on this man, Kamran Atta. 60 of 22. Sabir Rao introduced into the attack. He's given away just 9 runs, picked up a wicket in the 1 over he's bowled so far, but he's very experienced. Expect a lot of variation from him. First delivery way outside off stump will be given as a wide. Sabir not very happy. Kamran asking the umpire to give that as a wide, but I think that was touch and go, but a good decision at the end.
Trying to keep it away. Change of pace. This was the fall of Asif. The big unit is out there in the middle, Ghulam Murtaza, but all depends on Kamran Atta. He needs to stay till the end. He's the key for Blues.
Yeah, he's done all the hard work. He's produced 60 of 22 deliveries. Now he'll want to finish this game. Take it till the end. Oh, that's gone up. That's gone many a miles. Who wants that? The keeper settling underneath it. And he'll take it. Kamran Atta has lost his wicket at the wrong time. First it was Asif and now Kamran Atta. 2 wickets in quick succession here for Fujairah. And that will put a lid on the scoring rate for the Blues.
That is the experience Sabir Rao brings into his bowling. Not providing that pace. Variations are key on this track. And a wonderful knock comes to an end. He was in an awkward position. A good catch taken by Rathi. And 2 quick wickets going down for Blues. They're back in the hunt. Fujairah, what a knock. Atta managing quick 16, 23 balls, 98 for the loss of 4. Shahbaz. Last 3 deliveries going in favor of Fujairah. 2 wickets going down, and this was the fall. Was expecting a quicker delivery. Wanted to go big towards the deep mid wicket. Caught in 2 minds. The man who was getting those runs for Blues is back in the hut. So no Nasir Faraz. It's Shahbaz. And hard hitter, but it won't be easy against Sabir. So last 3 deliveries, we're not able to find a boundary. In between, 1 wide. 40 of 16 needed. A full toss. Thick outside edge. What an effort. Brilliantly done. Sanjay Pahal, the rescue ranger, not afraid to put that extra effort, saving some runs. And all of a sudden the pendulum shifting in favor of bowling side with those couple of wickets going down. 2 quality sides battling against each other. A high scoring game.
Yeah, these are 2 very good sides. Top of the table, Fujairah leading the roost and Emirates Blues closely behind them. Oh, another very good delivery. That's the experience of Sabir Rao. He's represented UAE at the highest level and brings in a lot of experience to this Fujairah side as well.
See, they are not dependent on 1 or 2 players. Every player is a match winner. The likes of Pahal went for runs, so the other bowlers, Hafizur Rahman, went for plenty of runs, but at the right time, Falak Noor and Sabir Rao. What a spell by Falak Noor, and now Sabir Rao keeping things tight with those variations, making life difficult for Ghulam and Shahbaz.
Yeah, that's the sign of a good team, isn't it? When you have so much depth in your bowling and your batting, and you've got such balance. Oh, another swing and a miss there from Ghulam Murtaza. This is turning out to be a fabulous over. So they've got so many match winners, like you mentioned. Everybody, if one bowler gets hit for runs, somebody else just raises his hand to the captain. And today was Sabir Rao with a brilliant spell, 11 in 11 deliveries so far. He's picked up 2 wickets. That 1 wicket of Kamran Atta, that changed the complexion of the game.
The right time making right changes is Mayank Chaudhary. What a wonderful tournament the captain of Fujairah is having with the bat, as well as marshalling the troops quite well here. A brilliant over, just few runs so far, a boundaryless over.
Last delivery, it'll be a no ball down the leg side as well, trying to do a couple more things there. They go for a quick single as well. Are they going to come back for the second? Oh, Shahbaz, he wants to keep strike for that free delivery, I think. That was wayward there from Sabir Rao. and buys as well. So no ball and a buy added to the total.
Now, how costly will be this additional delivery from Sabir Rao? They've got 2 runs, one for wide and one for the run they took. Shahbaz will be on strike, 37 of 13. He needs to go big.
Yeah, so replay once again, way down the leg side. And then Shahbaz realized that there was a single in offer. Went for the quick run. He'll be on strike for this free hit delivery. Blues crossing the 100-run mark with that no ball by. Oh, swing and a miss once again. What an over this has been. Fabulous from the speedster. He's been a superstar in this game for Fujairah, giving away just 12 runs in his 2 overs and picking up 2 important wickets as well. 101 runs on the board for 4 wickets. Right then, 12 more deliveries, 37 required for the Emirates Blues. Sanjay Pahal in with his second over, has been given as a wide. Very close to the tram line. Umpire Kamran thinks it's a wide. We'll have to reload once again. Sanjay Pahal. Now 36 of 12 deliveries. Mudassir, do you think the batting team are the favourites here?
I think they have just lost the momentum here after those back-to-back wickets, and everything till now Nasir Faraz did was perfectly fine, but Ghulam Murtuza and Shahbaz instead of Nasir and Uzair, and now that backfired Blues. But again, I think sometimes it's an eye-opening. Before that big knockout game, you struggled in the bowling department as well as in the batting now, so they will go back and they will work on their weaknesses.
They'll have to be quick. Remember, the semi-finals are scheduled for tomorrow. So they'll have to do all the hard work today. And they've got another game tonight. The last one of the day. Meanwhile, this is a fabulous shot from Ghulam Murtuza. That's the kind of power he possesses. Wasn't a bad delivery, just a super shot from the superstar.
Took almost 5 deliveries for Ghulam Murtuza to get off the mark. That too with a maximum. A bit fuller. Look at that power generated on the back foot. Those strong wrist of Ghulam Murtuza fetches a maximum, much needed maximum.
I'll tell you what, if he gets going here, Ghulam Murtuza, he can easily chase down those 30 runs all by himself. Pressure now on Sanjay Pahal. Needs to bowl a good over. Another one in the slot, but that's sliced up in the air. Chance! That's been dropped. Hafizur Rahman at the boundary rope. Hasn't been having a good day in the field, but they pick up a couple more runs.
Could not find the boundary. The good news for Blues, Ghulam will continue to stay out there in the middle because he was put on by Hafizur Rahman, sliced, and there was a fielder stationed backward deep point for such kind of shot. Slow off the block, poor effort from Hafizur Rahman.
Hafiz was suggesting that it just dipped in front of him. I think he didn't really realize the pace of the ball. And like you mentioned, was just a wee bit late off the block. Nonetheless, 28 required, 9 deliveries. Will be a wide delivery. We'll have to re-ball here, reload. Extras will not help Fujairah.
Did I said a bit early that they have lost the plot? I don't think so. Still in the hunt here. 3 deliveries in this over. Nelson on board. If he can get couple of maximums. Last over 15. Gettable. Look at that. Calm. Trying to focus. Sanjay Pahal.
Oh, comes down the track. That's a good delivery. Will be a dot ball. Oh, you're absolutely right. If they can get the required runs under 20 in the last over. Remember who's going to bowl the last over. It's going to be Hafizur Rahman, who hasn't had a good day. I don't think Mayank will go with the new bowler. That's the replay of the previous delivery. Very good delivery outside off stump. So it will be Hafizur Rahman to bowl that last over, in my opinion. And with the way he will come in, there will be a lot of pressure on him. So anything under 20, and Emirates Blues would think that they might be able to get it down. Oh, another good shot. That's, I think, from the middle of the bat. And that might just go for another maximum. That's another mighty hit from Ghulam Murtaza.
This is much better. In the previous over, he was targeting the leg side. Now playing the merit of the ball. Ghulam Murtaza trying to bowl that wide Yorker. Came in the slot. And power unleashed. Goes big towards that extra cover. Brilliantly done. A much needed maximum.
Another maximum here, and the required runs will be 15. Sanjay Pal has gone for a lot of runs today, 30 of them. 21 of 7 deliveries. Ghulam will back himself to get another maximum here. Even a boundary would do. Anything under 20 and they'll back themselves to go on and win this game. But this is an important delivery in the context of the game. Sanjay Pahal has to be accurate, has to be a legal delivery. Oh, I think that'll be not given as a wide because the batter did move across. That's a very good decision from the umpire. Ghulam Murtaza is livid with himself, but I think that's a very good decision. 117 for 4. Right then, 117 for 4 after 9. 6 more deliveries to go. 21 more runs required. Well, it's going to be a penalty here for the over rate. So Fujairah will have to do with 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. They'll be allowed only 4 fielders outside. 21 more runs required of 6 deliveries. Was a very interesting last delivery in the previous over. Wasn't called as a wide. Oh, they've got Falak Noor as well. Beg your pardon. I thought there was only Hafizur Rahman left with his overs, but this is a good choice now. Falak Noor was brilliant in that first over, gave away 11, picked up a wicket. Can he produce good few first deliveries, especially the first 3 deliveries of this over? First delivery on the pads, nicely bowled, and Shahbaz Ali unable to get that away, gets a single.
It will surely hurt Blues. 3 balls. In fact, 4 balls played by Shahbaz. He's clearly struggling to time the ball. But Falak Noor, death specialist bowler, not once, not twice. The 3rd time he's trying to save his side, defending that 21 in the final over. What a start. Just 1 run of that first ball.
Yeah, 21 of 6. It's not updated here, so it'll be 20 of 5. Oh, that's a wayward delivery. Will it be a no ball? I think it'll be a no ball. It was down the leg side as well. Ghulam Murtaza has missed out an opportunity. He could have gotten a boundary on that as well. But this is very poor from Falak.
He's furious. Poor piece of bowling. Mayank is dejected. Still it's not over. Falak Noor trying to bowl that Yorker. A beamer towards that leg side. And what an effort from Rathi. Brilliantly done. Saving some runs.
I don't know why Mayank was not happy. That was clearly a no ball. Was over the hip height and also down the leg side. So I don't know what the confusion was. Meanwhile, it's a free hit delivery. Ghulam Murtaza on strike. Slower delivery. He's got a hang of that. He's middled that and he's smacked this out of the park. Somebody go and get a new ball.
Tata bye-bye, says Ghulam Murtaza. What a game we are witnessing here. A rescue ranger. Focus and determination in his eyes. Change of pace. He goes big. A maximum What a hit, what a connection.
What a time to get that hit. That's a humongous hit. That's out of here. Well, yeah, probably hit one of the cars. We've got a busy road here right next to us. Ahmed Khwaja stays close by. He can probably ask his brother to get the ball. 125 for 4. 13 required of 4 deliveries. Very important 4 deliveries.
You need to visit Ahmed's place. All the lost balls are at his home. A huge collection of these cricket balls you will find at Ahmed Khwaja's place.
He's a rich man now. With all those used balls, 13 or 4. That's an equation.
I've heard about the used cars business. And now Ahmed Khwaja coming up with some new business strategies. But the good news for Blues, and good to see on the no ball, which was bowled towards that leg side, Shehbaz was interested to go for that run, but he denied taking that extra responsibility. Ghulam Murtaza, he delivered that maximum. Still 13 needed.
Yeah, I think that one move that probably Blues will be looking at is sending Uzair Khan before Shehbaz. Left and right hand combination might have helped them in the cause, but it's still not over. 4 more deliveries. Now it's looking, the game tilting towards the Emirates Blues. 13 more runs required. Mayank trying to inquire about something here. We just have a slight stoppage in play. It's probably the fielder or something to do with one of the fielders down at the long on. Right then, back to live action. 13 of 4 deliveries. Game tilting towards Emirates Blues. Ghulam Murtaza. Oh, another one. Down the ground. They might come back for the second. They'll have to come back for the second. They must come back for the second. It will be a wicket. He'll have to let go here, Shehbaz. He'll have to give away his wicket. But more importantly, for the Blues, it's going to be Ghulam Murtaza back on strike.
A thriller we are witnessing here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Was firmly struck on the back foot. Calm and composed was the fielder Sanjay Pahel. A good throw, good collection, short of his crease. But the good news for both the sides, the wicket goes down, but Shehbaz will be back. In fact, Ghulam will be back on strike. 126 for the loss of 5.
It's the captain who's made his way to the middle, but he'll be at the non-striker's end. 3 more deliveries, 12 more runs. That is the equation. Oh, way outside off stump will be a wide delivery. So pressure telling on Falak Noor here.
A big unit getting those runs. What an entry. The team was in a bit of bother. He arrived. He struggled to get off the mark. He took 5 deliveries to get off the mark for Ghulam Murtaza with a maximum. The next 7 balls, he got 21 runs. That is the power he generates. Falak Noor, can he deliver one more time for his side with the ball?
2 quiet deliveries here. That's what he needs. Oh, that's one of them. Low full toes on the pads. Ghulam Murtaza has missed out. Very lucky there, Falak Noor. And I think it's all but over. Square leg and fine leg. Both the fielders were inside the 30-yard. That was a boundary delivery.
Big opportunity missed by Ghulam Murtaza. Was there asking for punishment, but trying to go hard, and he misses the ball. So just a single, but still they are in the hunt. The same venue, Nasir Faraz, in his early days here in UAE domestic circuit, in one of the premium matches, last ball 6 were needed, and he got those 6 runs. He can go big. He has that ability.
Oh, another full toss. Another one missed. Well, not anticipating that kind of a delivery. Both these batters. But 2 good deliveries from Falak Noor. And he's done the job for Fujairah. One more legal delivery to go. They need 9 more runs. And I think it's not possible from here onwards for the Blues to win. But what a knock. What a game we've witnessed. It has been a cliffhanger here.
More than 260 runs scored in this game. A lot of homework needs to be done for these 2 captains, Mayank as well as for Nasir Faraz. But Falak Noor What a spell, Rashid, by this young lad. Yet again, he delivered for his side with the ball.
He pulled a very good last over. Remember, he was under pressure, gave away a lot of extras in that over as well. But at the end, when it mattered, he bowled those two good deliveries. He was lucky, some might say. The deliveries were not up to the standard. There was a fielding penalty as well, over rate penalty for the Fujairah boys, but he still did so well at the end, producing a very good over, not allowing the Emirates Blues to cross through, and at the end, Fujairah win this game by just 7 runs.
What a game, what a finish. It's fair to say Fujairah prevailed tonight against Blues. And let's see the batting card. They started off really well. Young gun Ahmed got quick 16. Kamran, he batted beautifully, came out with a plan, getting those 16, just 23 balls. Safi struggled, so was Asif. Ghulam remained unbeaten on 22, just not able to take his team beyond that 137. 19 extras, plenty of extras leaked by the bowling unit. But what matters, there's a couple of points for Fujairah.
Yeah, that's one thing that they'll have to be really careful with in the upcoming games, the extras column. Couple of wickets for Sabir Rao. He was phenomenal tonight for the Fujairah boys, giving away just 12. And look at that, 7 dot balls in his 2 overs. That's a very good sign for Fujairah coming into the semi-finals, into the knockout games tomorrow. A wicket apiece for Nabil and a very good over, the last one from Falak Noor. At the end, I think it was a brilliant outing here for Fujairah. Let's have a look at the highlights of how the second innings panned out. Was Ghulam. There was a big part of Kamran Atta show at the start of the innings where he produced 29 runs in that first over against Hafiz. Played some magnificent shots.
Flying start provided by Ahmed Tariq and his partner Kamran Atta, the little boy, showing his class in this tournament. They were after the bowlers. Clean hitting, but just lost the track here. A change of pace. And then came in Safir. He tried his best, but he also got out cheaply. But all eyes were on Kamran Atta. An incredible knock in a losing cause.
He played some fabulous shots, got to his half century as well in the process, and made sure that he kept going till the very end. It was Asif who lost his wicket, and then Kamran followed right after that. Those are the 2 wickets that really set Emirates Blues on the back foot. Couldn't get some runs in those following 4 or 5 deliveries, and then it was Ghulam Murtaza who opened up, hitting those big hits. That was a humongous hit. They did get a run out as well in the last over. Shehbaz Ali not able to complete that second run, and they needed quite a few runs in that last few deliveries, but some good bowling by Falak Noor, not allowing the Blues to win this game. That's the match summary of match number 40. Fujairah batting first, 137 for 2 in their 10 overs. Harshit Kaushik, the captain, unbeaten, 54 of 20 deliveries, continuing with his good form in the tournament. Mohit Kalyan as well, 41 of 22 and 32 of 17 for Mayank. Shehbaz and Rashid both picked up a wicket apiece. And in response, Emirates Blues falling short by 7 runs. Kamran Atta with a magnificent 60 of 23 and an unbeaten 22 of 14 for Ghulam. With the ball in hand, it was Sabir Rao with a couple of wickets and Nabil and Falak with a wicket apiece. Well, let's head down to the sidelines where we've got Shoaib Ahmed with the post-match presentation.
Good evening and welcome. It's time for the post-match presentation for the game between Fujairah and Emirates Blues. A closely fought encounter as Fujairah batting first got to 137 in their first innings, and we all thought that it was a above par score to be chased down in the second innings, except for the Emirates Blues team, who did really well in that second innings and came agonizingly close to chasing that total down, losing that game by 7 runs. Overall, a great entertaining game is what we witnessed here today at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Time for us to announce the player of the match for this game, and as always we've been joined by a match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. He has the memento in his hand, and this goes to Harshit Kaushik from Fujairah for his brilliant 54 runs in that first innings, 4 fours and 4 sixes included in that knock. Harshit, सबसे पहले congratulations, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त आपने बैटिंग की. आप सही वक्त पर फॉर्म में आए हैं टीम के लिए, तो कैसा लग रहा है अपने परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में कुछ बताइए.
नहीं, परफॉर्मेंस काफ़ी सही रही है, पर पहले यही हो रहा था, बैटिंग थोड़ा नीचे आ रही थी और थोड़ा जिस हिसाब की अभी कंडीशन है इस बॉल से जाते ही और थोड़ा सा बॉल पुराना होने के बाद हिट मारना मुश्किल है, तो मैंने बात की कोच से और कैप्टन से भी थोड़ा बैटिंग ऊपर करने के लिए, तो जाते ही अभी थोड़ा हिट मारना आसान है जाने के बाद।
आप बॉलिंग करते हुए नहीं नजर आ रहे हैं, उसकी कोई खास वजह?
खास वजह थोड़े शोल्डर में इंजरी है।
ओवरऑल बताइए कैसा सफ़र रहा है अब तक फुजैरा की टीम में और क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि अब आप कल सेमीफाइनल में खेलेंगे?
ओवरऑल काफ़ी अच्छा है, साथ खेलते आ रहे हैं सभी और माहौल काफ़ी पॉजिटिव है टीम का। ओनर, कोच और कैप्टन काफ़ी पॉजिटिव बातें रहती है और सेमीफाइनल में भी कोशिश करेंगे ऐसे ही खेलने की।
किसी को डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे ये अवार्ड?
ये मैं मोहित भैया को डेडिकेट।
वेल डन हर्षित, बहुत मजा आया, ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
That was Harshit Kaushik, the player of the match. 54 runs in that first innings, ensuring that they get to a good score. Well, that's it from the post-match presentation here, but we've got another 2 games lined up for you. Stay tuned.